Hey folks, welcome to the ThinkTem Languages language learning channel. Today I wanted to spend some time talking about the 30-day Record Yourself Challenge, which has been a huge success, even though it's only like 3-4 days in. What is it? Today's day 4, I guess. Oh, I haven't uploaded my video today to Instagram yet. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about this challenge because I've been blown away by the results, specifically on Instagram. I just started Instagram for the first time 2 weeks ago, on Halloween, and I wasn't really sure what to expect, but it's been huge. A lot of people have been sharing it. A lot of people have been participating. A lot of people have been just sending me messages thanking me for the challenge, and just telling me how much, how much it's affected their language learning. Talking about how it's brought them out of their comfort zones and helped them to be bold. And it's just really awesome to hear. I'm super pumped that it's just making such a big impact for so many people. There's also been I've been following a few people on YouTube and on Twitter, but by and large, Instagram has been, that is on Twitter actually. Instagram has been by far had the most traffic for this challenge. And it's just super exciting. I don't know, so I just got Instagram for the iPad, and for some reason it can only show it like that. It never turns. I guess it's designed for the phone. Hi, Andy. Yes, thanks for participating. So I just wanted to go over, I thought I would read off a few different comments and things that people have been leaving. And also, I just want to discuss it. And if any of you guys have been, participating in the challenge, if you want to share your experiences, I would love to hear more testimonials about how it's affected you, what you like, what you don't like, what we can do different in the future, because I'm for sure going to be doing this again in the future. Let's see here. I took a few screenshots of a few different comments and things people have left. The thing is, a lot of people leave comments in their Instagram story, which goes away after a while, and I should have saved most of them. Here, I don't know I don't speak Norwegian, so I'm assuming this is I learn Snorsk. This is a username. She says, day 3 of the 30-day Record Yourself Challenge. Which language do you speak and which languages do you want to learn? And then she says, notice I freestyled this. No prep was involved, so I hope this encourages other people to go for it, even if it's not polished. Done is better than perfect, especially here because the goal is to practice every day. And I don't know, she seems to be pretty prolific Instagrammer, especially very popular with people that are learning Norwegian. And what she's referencing here is that, when you're creating videos that you're going to put online for everyone else to see, you want them to be perfect, right? You don't want to make mistakes in front of everyone, in front of the whole world. You want it to be polished and sharp and quick, and you don't want it to be awkward. But really, these are actually the things that you shouldn't be trying to avoid, because if you're going to try to avoid awkwardness, then you might as well just avoid language learning itself, right? You can't get away from making mistakes. The only way you can do it is to not learn languages. And so, yeah, the tendency is to not want to upload any video with any mistakes. And I've noticed there's been a lot of people uploading these videos. Who was another one? Caitlin. I forget her username. Posted a video. Let's see if I can find it. Last night, learning Spanish, and she basically did it in one take. She said, she had a little note in the bottom. I did this in one take, and it wasn't, it's not pretty. I made mistakes, but I'm uploading it anyways because I don't have time to do it again. And really, that's kind of a good thing, though, because I know for myself personally and a bunch of other people that have left comments to me on Instagram, you get in the mindset that you just want it to be perfect, and then you record it over and over and over again, and then you're watching all your recordings, and you catch one little mistake, and you're like, well, I can't upload that one now. And really, that's not the mindset you should have. The mindset you should have is like I learned Norsk, or just some of the other people that say, you know what, I'm just gonna put myself out there and let the world see me for who I really am. I'm not hiding my mistakes. I'm not a perfect Norwegian speaker. Okay, I don't know everything there is to know about the grammar of Spanish, but I'm okay with that because I'm learning, and other people are not going to be angry at me for making mistakes, right? And then so you upload the video anyways along with the mistakes, and really you should be wanting to make mistakes. I say this all the time on my channel. Mistakes are your best friend, because the more mistakes you make, the more you're going to learn. People are, especially when you're uploading videos to YouTube or to Instagram or Twitter or whatever, people are going to come on and see your mistakes, and then they're going to help you learn better. And he says, I'm using the challenge to practice informal colloquial Japanese. At the end of the challenge, I plan to practice conversation informal Japanese with Italki tutors. Until now, I've only spoken formal textbook Japanese. Yeah, and like I said in the past, this challenge is whatever you need it to be. It's not a one-size-fit-all. It's not a prescription. It's how you learn languages and what your goals are for your languages. So, yeah. So you say up until now, you've only learned basically like the robotic version of Japanese, right? Like the precise grammar book, textbook version of the language that you're learning. Yeah, totally. You want to be able to speak off the cuff. You want to be able to speak in informal situations. And this is great for that, because, you know, Instagram is kind of a low stakes environment for sharing with other people that aren't going to judge you. You know, you're not standing on a podium. You're just posting an Instagram video or a YouTube video, Twitter, whatever. And you don't need to be all formal about it. I kind of made my videos a little spiffier. I added background music and stuff, but I don't know. A lot of people are just shooting, you know, just hold up your iPhone and take a quick 30-second video. Some people's videos are only 10 seconds long. Okay. And that's okay if that's, you know, if you're an A2, if you're an A1 and you just want to say something in your target language, 10, 15-second video, do it. That's all you need. As Captain, I love Star Trek references. As Captain Picard said, if we're going to be damned, let's be damned for who we really are. I love that attitude. It's a good one. I like it. All right. And then he says, thank you, Ryan, but I'm reading novels in Japanese. Okay, I don't know what hentai is. Maybe I should learn Japanese. Hentai? I don't know. Anyways, if anyone else on here, if you've been participating in the challenge, I would love to hear more of what you just have been experiencing, what it's been like, the hard things, the good things. I had one, let's see if I can find her. Madeline Learns Languages posted something saying, this challenge is helping me find all of the gaps in my language learning, in my Mandarin. And, you know, it's funny. Actually, that's one of the things that I intended this challenge to be for. You can go a long time without realizing that there's certain gaps in your language that you're learning. So, for example, you never talk about certain subjects. Now, with the topics that I've that I've created in the schedule, I intentionally tried to include subjects that you might want to talk about more often with people. You know, where you live, what your job is, what what your interests are, your hobbies. Right? These are things that you probably are going to be talking about more often. So if you don't know how to say those things in your target language, then you really need to learn those things, because that's what you're going to be that's what you're going to want to talk about, the things that you're interested in. Okay, so obviously if you don't know those, then you want to learn them, and hopefully this challenge will kind of bring up those gaps in your language. More likely than not, you already know how to say the things that you're interested in. So there's also a few kind of more, what would you call them, oblique things that you would talk about less commonly. And it's just going to open up some gaps in your language learning, things that you never thought about in your target language before. You know, do you know how to say tic-tac-toe in your target language? Do you know how to see? Do you know how to say? I don't know, hickory tree. You know, there's just all kinds of these very specific things that you might never think about, and this challenge just gives you opportunities to talk about it. Jorge says, Rafa says, don't Google hentai from a work machine, though. Oh, great. I don't want to know what it is. Okay, yeah, that's how I learned vocab. I have very limited vocab. And Please Clap One says, I end up recording, uploading, watching, regretting, in that order. Yes, I know that feeling very well. You know, so many of you guys have probably been doing this 30-day challenge since Tuesday, but I've been uploading videos of myself since well, on this channel since March of 2017. And man, I'm telling you, I go back and I look at some of my old videos, and it's just embarrassing. Go back and look at some of my earlier videos. Actually, I think I might have, like, oh gosh, okay, it's really embarrassing. I feel like maybe I might have unpublished some of them, some of my early videos, just because they're embarrassing. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just embrace the embarrassing moments, but I don't know. It's hard to do. Anyways, go back and look at some of my old videos on this channel. I had super long hair at the time and a huge beard, and it's just funny. And I didn't really know how to do YouTube. It was like terrible lighting, you know, like in my basement and stuff. And I didn't really, I mean, this isn't terrible lighting right here because I'm next to a window. Maybe that's too bright. No. But it's just something you got to get used to. Just making a fool of yourself, letting other people see your flaws. You know, that's not just a language learning thing. That's a life lesson right there. All right, Rafa says, yeah, you should undelete those older videos and as penance post the direct links to them here. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Let me see. We're gonna go to YouTube. Oh gosh. All right, we got. We're gonna go to Creator Studio. Some of my very first early videos weren't actually that bad because I never showed my face on them. Like the first 5, 6, 7 videos, I was actually just trying to teach Spanish and English. Actually, the reason I started this channel is because I was doing tutoring for Spanish and English, and I was just making videos for my students. I was not even necessarily planning on sharing this with anyone beyond my students. I was just kind of making like a video curriculum for them to watch before the lesson. All right, I am making this one public. Save changes. All right. I don't know. I honestly don't remember watching this video. So maybe it's not that bad. I'm going to post this link here. Is that it? All right. There's the link for this old video where I was trying to talk about the difference between the subject and the object in grammar. And, you know, I was making this kind of stuff. I don't remember if at that point I might have been making this specifically for my students. I had this like dirty dry erase board in the background, and it didn't erase very well, so there was always like red smudges on it. Let me see. What's up, guys? In today's video, I had like really long, messy hair. I was in my poorly lit basement. So maybe it's not, I don't know. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember going back and watching this and being kind of embarrassed about it. So I unpublished it, but now it's republished again. So there's that. I also did one where I was like explaining La Bamba. I was also trying to be like, I wasn't really used to recording videos of myself. I'm still not that good at it, but it's just kind of awkward. Okay. Here's one of me explaining La Bamba. What are they actually saying in La Bamba? So anyways, all that to say, sometimes you're just gonna make videos that are just kind of uncomfortable or embarrassing, or you don't want other people to see. And you got to get better at being okay with other people seeing your flaws, because they have flaws too, and they're probably hiding them just as much so that you don't think they have flaws. But it's the really bold person that is okay with letting other people see your flaws. Man, I had a lot of other things that I wanted to say about comments that people left on the 30-day Record Yourself challenge. Let's see. What else was there? A lot of people talking about how just they were nervous and they didn't want to do it at first. No soy capitán. Yeah, a lot of people were talking about how they were embarrassed and they were nervous. They didn't want to do it. But then after 2 or 3 days, oh yeah, here. Let me see if I can find this one. I don't know how to say this. Yali Polyglot. She says, today's topic was, what other languages do you speak? I hope people are okay with me sharing their comments because, well, they shared them publicly anyways. Today's topic was, what other languages do you speak? This is on day 3. And I must say that this is a topic I feel good talking about because I talk about it a lot. I also must say that I'm feeling more and more confident about speaking Spanish. 3 days ago, I would have never spoken a word of Spanish unless my life depended on it. I'd just shake my head and say, I don't speak. I just read and write and listen. But this challenge has pushed me so much, and I love the thrill of it. Today, I felt more confident, not only because it's day 3 and maybe the 3rd time is really a charm, but also because I just had an amazing Spanish lesson with @Holzneck from eSpeaker Learn Spanish. I can't believe that I'm actually overcoming this big fear. I'm speaking Spanish. Yo estoy hablando en español finalmente. And that's just really amazing to me, that people are coming out of their comfort zones, breaking out of their shells, leaving behind their fears, and becoming bold. That's what this whole channel is about. Forgetting what other people think about you. By the way, if anyone has not started participating in the challenge yet and you want to start, it's never too late. If it's day 29, then do day 30. Or start from day 1 again and just go an extra month after the rest of us have already finished. Or if you're seeing this video a year from now, then do it by yourself. It's not necessarily doing it with everyone else that's actually the key. That's a big help. obviously, I really enjoy doing the challenge at the same time as everyone. Because then you get to wake up in the morning and see everyone else's posts and everything. But if you're doing it by yourself and you're still posting regularly every day, people will still see it. You're still facing your fear. You're still going to get feedback from other speakers. Please clap says, no, Andy, you're not the captain. You're Andy. When a song gets stuck in my head, I parody it. It's a great testimony. Yeah, it is. I love hearing, and I'm telling you guys, there's so many people that have left amazing comments like this. I wish I would have taken more pictures of them. I did share a few of them on my Insta story. I did the challenge even if I was sick while doing it. Yep, that's what you got to do. Yeah, a few people have actually said, I'm sick today, I don't feel good, but I'm doing the challenge anyways. Just talk on italki. Super cringe at first, but it gets better with time, at least from my experience. Yep. It's just always awkward. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It's always awkward speaking your target language with someone, especially with native speakers. But in my opinion, if you can't do it in front of a camera where there's not even another person present, maybe you get nervous in front of cameras, and that's okay. That's something you can try to work on too. But if you can't do it in front of a camera where there's not even another person present, that's just an inanimate object, then you're going to have a hard time doing it when you're actually in the moment with people. Because, like I said, with a camera, you can at least delete it and do it over if you don't like it. I don't recommend that anymore. Granted, I've done that plenty myself. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. But, well, and granted, if you're brand new and you just can't get the words out right and you want to start over, then, it's not a huge issue. But if you can't do it in front of a camera, you're going to have a hard time speaking your target language to native speakers. And if you're not going to speak to other people that speak the language, then why are you learning a language anyways? Just to read it? That's okay if you're learning Latin or Sanskrit. But if you're learning Spanish and you don't want to ever speak to people that speak Spanish, then what are you doing with your life? Andy says, I'm a day behind, so I'll probably finish after everyone else, but I'm determined to finish. Yeah, actually what a lot of people have been doing is if they didn't start on the first day with all of us, they just uploaded 2 or 3 or 4 videos in one day, and then after that they were caught up. So, like I've said during this whole challenge, it's not about the rules. It's about what works for you for improving your target language. So there's plenty of strategies for that. You could even do one video every other day if 1 minute a day is too much for you, which granted it shouldn't be. Again, I want to stress, it's not about being perfect. If you're already laying in bed and you forgot to do your video today, pull out your phone while laying in bed and say, yo aprendo español. And then, just a little bit more detailed than that. Say, je suis désolé, j'ai oublié de faire une vidéo aujourd'hui. Et je vais parler rapidement. J'habite dans le Wisconsin. À demain. And, and just put it out there. If you don't have, if you do miss a day, then don't stress about it. Just catch up the next day, or do however you want to do. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. There was more comments, and I said I wish I would have. Yeah, Charlar Mas is Charlar is. Oh gosh, I'm always messing up Spanish and in French. Okay, Charlar Mas says day 2. Whoop. Whoop, day 2 of the 30-day record yourself challenge, and I'm feeling more confident already. Already on day 2, she's feeling more confident. What other? A few people have posted comments under their video saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I made mistakes," or "I hope I didn't make any mistakes. If I did, please let me know and I'll redo it." Like, no, come on. That's against the spirit of the challenge. You got to be bold. What you do is you say, "I made a ton of mistakes and I'm proud." It's like my SpongeBob video. If you've ever seen the SpongeBob video, that was like another kind of strange video that I did. And it was a little bit embarrassing, but it got like a ton of views. And I'm not sure why. But there's this scene in SpongeBob that I remember from when I was a little kid where SpongeBob kind of realizes that he's ugly. And then he walks up to Patrick and he's like, "I'm ugly." And then Patrick goes, "You're ugly and you're what?" And he goes, "Square? No. Yellow? No. You're ugly and you're proud." And then SpongeBob starts going, "I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud." And then he starts running around, "I'm ugly and I'm proud." And that's what this video that I made like a year ago or something. It was about the lesson that I learned from SpongeBob. That's how you got to be. If you're ugly, don't hide it. Don't wear a paper bag on your head in public. You just got to embrace your ugliness. And if you make mistakes, if you forget how to use the subjunctive mood, then you're just going to use the indicative mood everywhere you go, and you're going to be proud of it. Try to learn the subjunctive. Just make all of your videos SpongeBob related. Yeah. So anyways, I got to get going now. The reason I had to do this live stream a little bit earlier was because I'm going up north with my dad today. We're going to be out in the middle of nowhere, so I won't have internet access, but I pre-uploaded some of my videos and I'm scheduling them to be released on the day of. So, and I also pre-uploaded a regular video for Monday on top of my 30-day challenge video. So, that's it. I'm gonna get going. I will see you guys in my live stream next Friday on top of 30-day challenge videos throughout the entire week. Oh, Andy says one person wrote under his video said that he didn't want to be corrected. He was working on gaining confidence. Hey, like I say, it's the challenge is what you make it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna correct people unless they say not to, but you could make the argument about whether or not people should want to receive correction when they do make mistakes, but I like where he's coming from, that he's just going to speak and he's not going to worry about mistakes because he's working on becoming bold. Working on not worrying about your mistakes, working on learning how to communicate despite your mistakes. I can see that. So if someone leaves a comment under there saying, "Please don't correct me," then I'll respect that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. I'll see you guys later.